Sometimes reality lines up events so perfectly that they feel scripted, almost impossible to believe. Today, we explore 10 astonishing coincidences from around the world that blur the line between chance and fate. 1. The key in the letter. A woman living alone in the United States once left her home, only to realize she had forgotten her keys. Locked out and helpless, she was about to give up when her mail arrived. Inside one letter was a key to her own house. Her brother had borrowed a spare key. On the very day she needed it most, he mailed it back. 2. Two girls. One name, one balloon. In 2001, a 10-year-old British girl wrote her name and address on a tag, tied it to a helium balloon, and released it into the sky. The balloon traveled over 140 miles before landing in someone's backyard. The family living there had a daughter with the exact same name, and she was also 10 years old. 3. A deadly surprise. Two sisters in the United States decided to surprise each other by visiting unannounced. They set off from opposite directions, driving toward each other along the same highway. Their cars collided head-on in the middle of the road, killing both instantly. 4. The cursed sports car. Hollywood icon James Dean died in a car crash in 1955, driving his beloved sports car. A mechanic was injured when the car fell during repairs. A doctor who bought parts from it later died in a racing accident. Another racer using its components was also killed. Many began calling it one of the most cursed cars in history. 5. A fall that found its target. A woman devastated by her husband's betrayal jumped from a third-floor apartment. She survived with minor injuries. The man she landed on did not. He was killed instantly. That man was her husband. 6. When death took a vacation. In 1946, a newspaper obituary editor in New York went on vacation for a week. During that entire week, the paper received not a single death notice, an unheard of event. Colleagues joked that even death itself had taken time off. 7. The bridge that claimed a family. In California, a man was killed while crossing a bridge near his home. 2 years later, his son died on the same bridge. Years after that, his grandson was struck and killed there as well. 3 generations, one bridge. A coincidence too chilling to ignore. 8. The bracelet that came back. A woman in England accidentally flushed her antique bracelet down the toilet. Days later, while browsing a jewelry store, a man walked in carrying that exact bracelet. He was a sewer worker who had found it while cleaning underground pipes. 9. Facing fear and fate. A young woman in England tried to help her mother overcome a lifelong fear of railway crossings. Her father had died at that exact crossing years earlier. To prove it was safe, the daughter stepped forward first. Moments later, she was struck and killed by an oncoming train. 10. The floating phone number. At a football match in Australia, a spectator tore up a phone directory and threw the pieces into the air. One scrap drifted down and landed on a man's knee. Printed on it were his own name, address, and phone number. Are these events pure chance, or reminders that the world is far stranger and more interconnected than we realize? Coincidences may be rare, but when they happen, they leave us speechless.